Beacons in the 505 by Beacon Marketing. My name is Roger Gallegos. I am here with Keiosha um, Miller
Miller.
from Magic Mirror Photobooth and Events, New Mexico. Keiosha, thank you so much for being a guest today. How are you doing this afternoon?
Hi, Roger. I'm well. Everybody's well in my family. We're all doing well and happy to be a part of the service that you're providing for us. And I thank you for your time and effort in doing this.
Well, I thank you for being here today. As you know, that this series and what we're doing here is we're highlighting the businesses here in Albuquerque and throughout Central New Mexico. I hope to one day be throughout New Mexico, but right now we're just focusing on our little pocket of the Southwest. So, and that led us to you and to your wonderful company, Magic Mirror Photo Booth and Events NM. For people who may not be familiar with you and what you do, can you please let us know what that is?
So we started off being just a photo booth company with mirrors as a specialty, but now we've expanded. We have multiple booths and photo and now inflatables and party type rentals for concession items and whatnot. So we're the full package for party events. Our main customers used to be weddings and corporate. Now we cater to all type of events, graduation, prom, school events, and still do those weddings and the corporate events because those are our bread and butter as well. But we love providing service for people and love being a part of their special moments and special events. So here with Magic Mirror Photo Booth and Events, we provide all sanitized and safe equipment for you to use and rent out for you and your family and friends.
Well, and I want to kind of speak to that about that sanitize and clean party equipment and things that you provide, especially now during the time of this pandemic and quarantine. What exactly are you guys doing, to make sure that everything that you guys have and provide is kept safe and can be used by individuals?
So my previous life was the medical field, and so when I got into this business as just a photo booth for the first year, was that every time I came home with those props and those things that everyone touches and puts by their face and puts on their head, I always sanitize those. We always wipe them down before I put them back in the box that I stored, and that's something that I've always done. And with my inflatables and my jumpers and slides, I ran out from other companies and the Joe Schmo who didn't really have the or whoever, because we've all rented through those guys once or twice.
Yeah.
Those jumpers were gross. Some of them weren't even. They still had leaves and dirt. Who knows what, gum sometimes. So when I ended up buying those jumpers, when I purchased them. That it was a prior the pandemic that when I brought those home and when I set them up at your home, I wipe them down. You see wiping them down in front of you. But when I come back home and I bring those home, like if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Magic Mirror NM, I show you of what I'm doing. We're these things out. I have kids and they help me clean things. Child labor. No, I'm just kidding. but my kids, they're outside right now washing up the jumper and getting the dirt and all the grime and people sometimes people carry your stuff, so you got to make sure your stuff is clean and taken. So that's something that I've done even before the pandemic. But I make sure that I get it cleaned and I show you that it's even more than ever. With the inflatables and our concession and cotton candy and snow and all those things, I do it when I set up, and I do it back home, and because I don't want none of that coming to my family as well.
Well, and I can attest to the fact that you were saying you were cleaning one of your units before we got on. So it's like, without even being prompted, you're saying, oh yeah, I was cleaning something up before I got onto this. So that's great that you, even before the pandemic, you were taking those sanitary measures very seriously, and even more so now during this. So you said you originally started doing corporations and couples getting married. Do you do other events like birthdays and maybe
Oh
anniversaries and
yeah,
stuff like
I've
graduations?
we've done baby showers. We've done before the kid even doing photo booth baby showers with the Mira, and I've done a few first birthdays. You know how parents who have one kid they go out for birthday. I have three. The third one we barely did something wrong, because we knew he wasn't gonna
Yeah.
remember. But kid, we go all out. I had clowns for my first kid, but these people, a lot of people in it. We've gotten families involved, and you get that uncle that doesn't like taking pictures, but then they love taking photos, and it's just a great memorable moment that we capture. And then I send them they get a digital copy, and then if they want, there's a book option, so I make a memory book and everyone can sign it and what have you, and something that you can treasure for later. So I do all type of events, but when I first started, it was in corporate, but now I've expanded. Like I said, I have three mirror booths and 200 booths and a roamer that roams around and takes pictures.
That's awesome. I know you're busy, so I won't keep you too much longer. I just have couple more questions. One of them is something I saw from your questionnaire, and you alluded to a little bit earlier that you were in the medical field for over a decade, and then now you're doing this. That's quite a shift. And it looks you're from your survey that you answered. You said you wanted something different. Now, I always like highlighting the entrepreneurial spirit, and I think that takes a lot of courage and guts to sit there and say, I have a stable career in the medical field where I can earn money and pay my bills and take care of my family, but I want something different. Can you speak to that desire to go out on your own and do something different, and how that has changed your life, and how you feel about that change now about 3 years in?
Yeah. So I've always kind of been an entrepreneur. My grandmother had her own business as a beautician and whatnot. My mom had a small shop where she did whatnot, and sold Stacey Adams suits and whatever. But I used to sell in Avon, so I had a little bit of entrepreneur spirit. And then just last year, I was with a company for 5 years, and I decided I love taking care of patients. I love families, but I'm tired of looking at the end of life. I want to see more, having more fun and enjoying life with their friends, not have them come into. I used to work at a Alzheimer's dementia facility for quite a while, and I loved my patients, and they loved me, and we got to a point where sometimes they were me, but sometimes they did, and it was fun and enjoyable because people can be themselves sometimes with dementia, and other times where they don't remember where they are, or they're looking for their mother and they're 80 and 90. And it kind of got sad, and at one point I was kind of tired of working for somebody else. I was tired of uh, fulfilling someone else's dream. So I just told my husband, hey, look, I want to change. I want to do a little bit different. And like I said, I always was something. Uh, and thank God he still has a job, because I don't know where we'd be right now. But I would hustle. I'd figure it out, though, tell you the truth. But I truly loved working in the medical field, and I really thought of going back to help with in the uncertain times, and to provide some of my friends and some of the nursing friends that I know, give them a little help and extra boost, because it's hard right now. A lot of my
Yeah.
friends are stressed out and overworked. But then I think, I'm like, do I really want to do this? So I just pray about it, and I can go back anytime I'd like. I have to be a teacher for my kids, and that's stressful. So um, I don't know. I really do love what I do, providing a service for people on the other end. Like I said, I like when they're having fun and being with family members, other than on their deathbed, or where it may be, where families are uncertain and just not sure. I just enjoy the entertainment of my next life, what's happening in my life now.
Well, I think that's a
So yeah.
beautiful sentiment, that the fact that you had enough of the end of life and you wanted to take part in the celebrations and the things that make life really worth living. I think that's a beautiful thing to do. So, can you share with our audience if they're looking to get to throw a party, to have a celebration, they want to get something like, a booth or a jumper or something like that. And they're looking at their options. Can you help them by telling them why they should go with you? What makes you differ from your competitors? Aside from being one of the cleanest one out there, what really makes you like the option to go to?
So I'm going to tell you a quick story, really quick. I used to be super embarrassed when my mom, my sister would come with me and work, and we do booths at weddings and whatever. But once if the booth not occupied, dancing at the wall on, or if the electric slide, my mom was so embarrassed and like, oh my God, stay over here with the photo booth. He would like literally get the party going. Isaac loved it, and she do the wobble with them and dance, and so we become family. And it's so embarrassing that I can't dance for a lick. I cannot dance. I'm telling you right now, I cannot dance. So my sister, and my mom, they dance really well, and they always get out there. And you can ask, any of my corporate friends or even people from weddings. They, my mom and my sister, because they provide just an extra fun atmosphere and experience for your event. We don't just show up, do what we need to do, and get out. We make it like your family. We provide fun. We have fun. So that's like that's a little story. A New Year's Eve party at 1933, and they're closed now, which is sad. Sister started doing all the dances. And the DJ was like, everywhere I go, the party started. So that's we like to capture events, and we like for you to have fun. And we'll get started if we needed to, or they will. I don't know what I mean, but I'm pretty fun when it comes to taking pictures. I have my little catchphrases, and people, and they never go away. They love taking pictures on our booth. So I provide a
That's
good fun atmosphere as well.
I love that idea because I've been to places like I've been to parties where like a DJ, for example, there's a DJs that just stay behind the turntables and they don't do anything, they just play the music and the party's okay. But then I've also been to parties where the DJ gets out and they become part of the party, they're on the dance floor and they're getting people involved, and those parties are always more lively. So the fact that you not only there to provide the entertainment, but be a part of the entertainment and actually get the party going. I love that aspect of that. Well, I won't keep you much longer. Thank you so much for sharing the story of your business and what you do. Before I let you go, can you let our audience know how they can reach out to you and how they can contact you if they're interested in your services?
So you can reach me at MagicMirrorNMNewMexico.com, or my Facebook at MagicMirrorNM. I'm on Twitter, MagicMirrorNM, and Instagram, MagicMirrorNM. If you don't have any of those social media networks or even access to the web, you can contact me at 505-573-1908. And that's again, MagicMirrorNM.com. For booking, and just if you have any other questions and you can see videos. We also have a YouTube channel at Magic Mirror NM, so you can see some of my cleaning aspects and some of the products that we have online as well.
I will put all this information in the description for the video for this video below. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. Please call Keiosha Miller with Magic Mirror NM. Great company, great organization here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so we're happy to have you. Thank you once again, and talk to you later, everyone.